No, they thought it was kind of strange.
Because it was then.
They thought it was kind of
Nobody
strange.
had done it before.
And I remember saying to the first professor, I can't listen, and this was my explanation. I can't listen and write at the same time. And that's the way I translated it in my brain. I can't listen and write at the same time. And I need to be able to write. So will you let me record so that after class I can write what you say? Then the same professor, I said to him, see, my attitude at that time in undergraduate school, when I was having so much difficulty, my attitude was, if you want me to learn the information, you should not hoard the information and not give it to me. So really believing that, I said to this professor, I said, would you give us a list of questions that you would like for us to know for this class? An exam is coming up. And so he thought, and he said, well, yeah. So he gave this enormous list of questions of everything that we had covered up to that exam. And, some of them were, thought analytical questions. Some of them was just, regurgitation, dates, names, that kind of stuff. I went home. Every one of those questions I answered, reviewed before the exam. And during that time, the professors, they did little mean things to students. For example, after the exam, they would arrange the exams from the person who scored the least to the person who scored the highest when they're handing back the papers. So you knew,
Everybody knew.
Everybody knew. Everybody knew who that, those first few people getting the papers were. And so on that exam, when I asked him, would you give us the test questions? And he, not the test question, would you give us questions that we need to know based on, what we've been covering in this class? And he gave us this list, and I studied and I took the exam. When he gave back the exams, he's passing out the exam. And my seat was always at the very front, the first to second row, because I had to focus and really attend to what was going on. And he's passing out the papers, and the very last paper, he looked at it and he said, "And class, congratulate the curve setter," and handed 7% on 100. I'm the highest score in the class because I knew how to prepare for it. And that is it was that instant that changed my whole life.